So today I'm going to read one of the emails which are sent to me, and I'm going to be replying answers to most of the mails that I received. So this email is quite interesting, which I would really like to share the answer with all of you. The question is, does karma and astrology have a link? Is everything pre-decided in life? Shalu Basin. Shalu, this is a wonderful question, and I would like to explain it in depth. So the first thing is, what is karma? Karma are the deeds that you have performed in your last life, and you carry forward the benefits in this life. And what does astrology mean, and how does astrology co-relate with this? So at the time of birth, there are astrological movements and planetary positions at the point of birth. It's Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, whatever it is during the state of birth. Those planetary positions will depict what is your life going to be in this lifetime. But saying all this, the most important thing is that when life throws 100 things at you, you cannot do anything about it. But the one thing that you can 100% do is the way you choose to react towards it. So I am going to tell you a short story which is going to be self-explanatory to your question. The story is that once Lord Krishna and Arjun were at a field, and they see this poor dhobi out there who really was very stressful and was very poor. Arjun feels sympathetic towards him and tells Lord Krishna that he would like to do something for him. So they plant like 100 gold coins close to him. Suddenly when the dhobi turns around, he sees that there is a sack of gold coins. He picks it up and he's overwhelmed with joy. And he's trying to go home. While he's going home, he's got 100 thoughts in his mind, thinking that now I'm going to buy a bigger house and I am going to live a better lifestyle. I'm going to have like 100 cattles and buy so many jewelry for my wife and things like that. Suddenly, he bangs into a burglar. The burglar looks at him and says that you have to give me this sack of bag right now, otherwise I will kill you. So the dhobi decides that my life is more important. So he lets the bag of gold coin go away, and he's of course very upset. The next day, Arjun and Krishna are waiting to see what must have happened. The next day again the dhobi is passing by the fields, and this time he's also very sad. God of course understands what has happened in the previous day. So this time Arjun decides to plant a ruby, a very expensive ruby. So where he's working, he plants a ruby close to him. And of course this time also the dhobi finds the ruby. Once he gets it in his hand, he's pretty overwhelmed and he wonders that what are the things that I'm going to do with this ruby. In the thought process, he lands up walking towards home, and once he reaches home, it's late at night. So his wife is already asleep and he puts the ruby into an old pot, and he says that when his wife will wake up next morning, he will tell her that all the things that he would like to do for him and his family and how his lifestyle is going to change. The dhobi goes to sleep, and the next day morning the wife wakes up early and she goes to the well to get some water, and unfortunately the pot breaks. So she runs back home and she picks up the same old pot which has a ruby inside, not knowing that there is something kept inside this, and goes to fetch water. When she comes back home, dhobi is awake and he is wondering where is the old pot, and he's muffling and tuffling all around the house. And the wife asks him, what is the thing, dear? What is it that is harassing you so much? And he says that I can't find the old pot. The wife says, why? I broke mine, so I took the old pot to go and fill water in it. And he says, oh no, the dhobi goes. He looks into the pot, and of course the ruby has already gone in the well somewhere, slipped away of course. So the next day, again when the dhobi is going back to the fields, Lord Krishna and Arjun of course understand what has happened. So this time Krishna decides that he would want to do something different. So he walks towards the dhobi and tells the dhobi he would like to give the dhobi 2 rupees. The dhobi looks at Lord Krishna and wonders that why is this man ready to give me 2 rupees for what? And the dhobi says, but why me? So he says, no, I have been seeing you walking every day out here and pretty sad, so I would wish to give you this 2 rupees. The dhobi just takes the 2 rupees and thanks him and goes forward. And all the time when he's walking the field, he's wondering, what am I going to do with this 2 rupees? Is hardly anything. The 2 things which I've lost in the last 2 days was so much better. And suddenly what does he see? He sees a man with a bag of fishes. In his net there are lots and lots of fishes out there. And one of the fish is alive. And he suddenly feels in his mind that I'd rather give this 2 rupees and save the life of the fish. So he tells the fisherman, please take this 2 rupees and I would like to take this bag of fish. He takes the bag of fish and he wants to save the life of the fish which is alive. So he runs to the river side, and the moment he tries to pick the fish out and throw it back into the river side, she splats in his hand a ruby and the fish jumps into the river. And he's so excited because it's the same ruby. Somehow he finds it out there and he's wondering how has this happened. So out of being so overjoyed, he screams, it's here, it's here. And at the same time, the burglar is walking past by the same road. And hearing this, he gets very scared. He feels that the people from the village have noticed that he's been burglaring since few days and they would try to catch him. So he leaves the old sack of gold coins out there and he runs away. And while the dhobi, actually when he's walking back, he even gets in his hand the bag of gold coins. And when he goes home, he tells his wife that now he wants to do different things with all the things that he's achieved. He plans to help a lot of people now. So what is the moral of this story? The moral of this story is compassion. Karma has played a very big role out here. How? Because the first 2 times he was only selfishly thinking about how and what would he do with the things that he's had and which he was gifted. And the last time he thinks of another being, how he could help them by like the same way of saving the fish. And when you think of other people and when you try and help other people, indirectly it is the law of karma. When you do good, good comes back to you. And how does astrological things help out here? What is the correlation out here? Well, when the time is right, things will happen. It's all about wait till the time is right for you. And the right time will definitely come. Because after night, there is day. Thank you, Shaparia.